As you can see, this sequence is really literally from my bedroom. So I'll be turning on the lights here and getting everything going. Not normally used to sharing at this hour yoga sequences. So this is first cursory attempt. We'll see how it goes. What I do normally, just so to be very clear, is actually, especially when it's cold like this at the equator in Sri Lanka, wear a hat. Yes, that's right. So, no, but before that, even a hot shower is very, very good, where you can practice some what I call shower yoga and just make a little bit more light. And with shower yoga, I'll try to put the link on this video here so you can see it. It's quite good because you have the hot water, and for just waking up and getting the body going, perhaps you're a little bit cramped or uncomfortable after sleeping, perfect way to start the day. So as you can see, this is my bed right next to my yoga mat, and I sleep probably 2 or 3 hours, maybe more, 4 or 5 sometimes, on the yoga mat itself. This is also very good and corrective for the back, also preventative of having back problems in the future. So would recommend it. And maybe it's not for everybody. I will just adjust the camera here a little bit so we got more yoga mat and less bed in the frame. I think that'll be the professional thing to do. And let's see, one more little movement here so we don't have the memories of the bed sheets. Okay, so make sure we're in the frame, mark it off. And again, I'm not used to sharing at this hour. Now, the other thing you'll notice is I have a blanket here on the mat. Well, back in the day, before there were plastics, yoga mats were either made out of cork or cotton. So in the morning, I like to sort of start with very soft, gentle, warm surface. And so let's begin. So closing our eyes, reach up, remember all the breathing through the nose, deep inhale and exhale. Looking up to the sky, tickling the clouds. And lowering the arms to the side. And again, moving the fingers. Just going to adjust the camera one more time. Drive everybody crazy. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. So, arms off to the side, just moving the fingers one more time. And reaching up again. Inhale. Lacing the fingers together. Pushing the palms up as high as you can. Take a deep belly breath here. And exhale. Sway off to one side. Opening the torso. Keep the head in the center. Arms as straight as possible. Inhale back to center. Exhale off to the other side. Inhale back to center. And now go over here and do a few movements from Vajrasana, or really what's child's pose, but for the back and for the shoulders. So reaching up again. Inhale. This time, capture your wrists behind your back, and you're going to keep the weight of your hands and your forearms there on the lower back, and just let yourself glide down to the mat. Keep the heels stay seated on the heels, and let the forehead touch. This extra pressure on the lower back is really nice. Way to release any tension there. And now inhale coming up. Again. Another breath. Inhale upwards. And very simply just now exhale. Lower the hands behind you and capture the other wrist. So we have balance here behind your back, and we'll do one more forward bend of this style. So exhale, maybe tuck the belly a little bit. Make some space. And just really maintain the weight of the hands, the forearms there on the lower back. And feel the benefits there. And one more time. Belly up. Inhale. Stay here for breath. As you can see, I like to move slowly through the movements in the morning. Particularly the first ones. Really wake up the body. Make sure everything's in working order. Nothing to be fixed. And now, reach up again. Inhale. Exhale this time. Lace the fingers behind you. Tuck the shoulder blades together. And we're going to lean forward just like before for child's pose. But lifting our hands off our back and opening our shoulders. Go as far as is comfortable for you. And what I always call is sustainable. You're not bouncing back and forth. You find something activating and yet position you can maintain your smile. So exhale, falling forward. And then once you're here, another exhale breath. If you want to go a little bit deeper, feel some more openness and suppleness in the shoulders. Just lift the hands to wherever you're comfortable. And now inhale, breath coming up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Turning the hands down to the back of the spine before unleashing the fingers. And now unlace the fingers. And we'll just turn around. The thing that's nice for the fingers after that is flicking, like you have water in your hands. Just flicking the fingers there. Getting the drops off the other way. Also gets the circulation right into the tips. Okay, and now you can choose to do this one at the level you wish to do it. This is a twist, so I like to go pretty deep. First one, a little bit less, but you'll see. You can try and adjust the lamp here again for lighting. Let's see. We get a little more light to the subject here. Still coordinating with the sun as to what time. We really have sunrise here. It's technically 6:30, but there's light outside at 5:30, so go figure. Anyway, you want to have your legs crossed so you can use them as a little leverage. Here we go. Okay. Right, if there's no sun, we'll make it. Yes. So bringing the heel into the glute here. Right leg, the ankle just goes over the left knee. Hopefully you can see this. Leg is crossed, coming inwards. And make sure you're completely on the mat. Make sure both the glutes are there on the mat flat. And then reach up, get some verticality in the spine. And the first one we won't thread the arm through, but this next one we will. So exhale. Elbow captures the top of this knee here. Back of the hand. The hand goes behind you rather, either flat or on the fingertips, wherever you are more able to keep the spine vertical. And then turning and looking back as far as you can. On the exhale breath, going a little bit deeper. This is a really nice one. Stay here for a while. You also get benefits on the upper and lower upper thigh, obviously the lumbar, and even the shoulders. use the breath to calm and keeping the chin raised. And with a little gentle insistence, maybe going a little bit further back. And now coming back to center, inhale, reaching up. Stay here for a couple breaths. And release. Now we'll do again, but this time threading the arm through under the knee pit or under the knee and trying to grab the wrist of this hand on the other side. It's first thing in the morning, so be gentle. If you're following along at the same hour as me, if you're just touching the fingertips, that's okay. If not, then just hold on to the best place is comfortable for you. So reaching up again, inhale. Exhale, so you can compress. Capture the top of the knee under the armpit. Thread it through. And then the other arm, opening all the way. The socket up and around, and then behind. Capturing, again, the wrist or the hands, whatever works for you. Difficult to talk through, but anyway. Looking behind you, and stay here. I really like this posture, this technique. Does a lot of things with the spine, and it's a really great reset, especially in the morning. Okay. Exhale, release. Coming out of it here. Raising up all the way. Now, what you need to do here is a little bit of a counter pose before going to the other side. It's quite intense. So if you have any tension still in the back, just give yourself a little knee hug. Head is on the floor. Rocking side to side here. We're asking our bodies to do a lot first thing in the morning, so just got to take it slow and give it time to adjust. And then inhale, coming up, cross-legged there, and now. Again, we'll take this time the right foot and bring it in just behind the left glute. So it's making a triangle here. Left leg, ankle goes over the right knee. And again, we'll do this one. Make sure you're completely on the mat, flat, both glutes. First thing we'll do is get some verticality again in the spine, reaching up, inhale. And now exhale. Capturing the knee with the elbow, hand behind us, and just looking behind you. Turning the head with the exhale breath. And once you start getting comfortable here, you feel like you go a little more, you straighten that back arm perhaps a bit more. Use the elbow as a bit of a fulcrum with gentle assistance. Again, exhale breath. And go a little bit further back. Again, don't force or strain. It's first thing in the morning if you're at the same time frame as me. Just listen to your body. And now, come back around. Inhale. Reaching up height again. Stay here for breath. And now again, we're going to capture the knee under the armpit and thread the arm through. So exhale, release, tuck the stomach. You may notice one side's a little bit more stiff or not as supple first thing. So we'll see where that goes. Okay. I'm not happy with where I ended up here. So I'm going to restart again. This sometimes happens. You have to give your body a a little bit of patience, just work with it. So coming up, inhale. Again, exhale. Tuck in the stomach, really get on top of the knee. There we go. Moving the hand through, and then capturing the fingers or the wrist. I'll be honest with you, this side, I'm capturing fingers. The other side was wrist. So just go with it and enjoy the present wherever you are. Exhale, turn the head, and a gentle calm breath. Keep the chin raised. Another exhale breath. A little bit further. And now when you're ready, exhale, release the hands. Unleash or unlace the arm from underneath the knee. Straighten the legs out in front. This time, before we do the knee hug, we'll do a little window wipers here for the feet, ankles. So just side to side with the feet there. And now laying on our back. Okay. And crossing legs, inhale, come up. So you've seen we've gone through forward bend, twist, a few variations to move everything around, shoulders. So now we need to do definitely some sort of back bend. So we'll do a half bridge and shoulder stand. Get a little bit of inversion here and carry on from there. So again, I don't go in with a planned sequence or format in the morning. I just listen to my body and go with what feels good. Now for this one, half bridge even, it's really better to remove the blanket because you could slide. And we don't want sliding yoga. Just restorative, happy yoga. So, placing the feet here on the mat. Bring the heels in the glutes. If you have socks on now as well, take them off. And you'll be lifting up the hips high as you can. Lacing the fingers together, tucking each shoulder blade in individually. So you feel the weight here just at the back of the head, tops of the shoulders. And you can even lift and get the arch at a nicer angle, bringing the hips up a bit higher. Now, if you feel good here and your elbows are up for it, put your palms of your hands, one on each side underneath lower back there, just at the hips. And let the weight fall into your hands. A very nice release as well. A gentle way to start out the day here. If you feel like you really need to go for a little more, just straighten the legs all the way. That's quite good too. And now we'll lower back down gently. And we'll just do a quick wardrobe check here. Make sure we have our shirts tucked in for the shoulder stand as best as possible. Okay, now, so we're going for the shoulder stand, come back to the half bridge that we just did. So heels coming into the glutes, lacing the fingers again, Purpose of this is to get the shoulder blades tucked in there, really have the support. So you do not want the elbows going out to the side very much at all when you come up for the shoulder step. It just works better. So now pushing upwards, raising the legs, hands there on the lower back supporting, thumbs are out, and you should feel the weight just there at the tops of the shoulders, back of the head. And if you're forcing and straining a lot with the abs, probably means you just got to go back, realign, and get those shoulder blades tucked in nicely, because this is really the key point of getting this inversion. Is having the elbows in close towards the hips. And now from here, obviously very tempting. We'll see how it works out. Plow. You can just fall into it. Does it work? Let's see if I stay in the camera. Almost. There you go. Okay. Exhale, release. The hands, using the sort of tripod laced together behind you. And then just depending where you are with this, if you're comfortable in the back and the neck and everything, you can just give a little fulcrum insistence with the backs of the hands and get the feet down there towards the floor. I'm going to come out of it for just a moment. A little knee hug. And just put this in the camera. Yeah. Yeah, even for plow, it's very important to have the shoulder blades there. Tucked in nicely. Everything just lines much better. Good, another breath here. Bring the knees to the forehead first when you're coming out of this. Unlace the fingers. Keep the head on the mat. And again, a knee hug, side to side. Keep everything working here. Now we need to do something for the hips. So you got a couple options. If you're feeling up to it, you can do pigeon, which is really nice. Well, I'm going to do that one. Or if you have a yoga block and you want to just do something a little bit more restorative lay there kind of thing, well, this one is quite nice. I share this possibility. We'll do it for a moment together. Bring the heels in, lift the hips. Do not sit on the block. Put the block then under the sacrum. Feet touch together, knees. Gravity coming down. There's a very nice release here on the hips. So palms facing up. And just be careful, don't fall back asleep in this position here. Be practicing Yoga Nidra. And now you can stay in this position or join me. Bring the knees together, then lift the hips, removing the block safely, not sitting up on the block. I really am quite keen about that not happening. Everybody? Okay, so stay where you are or join me for pigeon, tabletop. Left knee behind the left wrist, turn the foot out on the top side to the outside of the ankle. Back foot goes back. I'll just change my alignment here for the mat. Okay. And now laying down into it. You just put your arms out in front for stability, perhaps at this hour. The forearms crossed somewhere. And just lay your head there on top of the forearm. So you're not going too deep on the first one. And the next one, if you have the arms extended, you can. Just let yourself fall into the mat. Make sure you have contact with that glute there, with the leg that's bent. And if not, you can always position a cushion or yoga block under there. And now lift the head a little bit. Stretch the arms out straight in front of you. And now forehead directly to the mat, complete contact. And just melt into the mat, feeling the activation in the hip. Always be careful if you feel strange sensations in the knees. Pull back and adjust. Inhale coming up. Crawling your hands back a little bit. Just push yourself up a little bit like up dog here. Slowly straighten the arms. Now what I do here is I like to bring the back leg forward first. So curl the toes. Push the leg forward. This way we get safely the weight off the top of the knee that's bent there. And now we'll push back for child's pose. Quick reset. Exhale. Deep belly breath. And now coming forward again. Right knee behind the right wrist. Just turning the leg out. To the top of the ankle and the outside of the ankle. And the back foot sliding back. I'll just change my angle here a little bit more. Okay. And lower yourself down. Again, arms at first. Just crossed like this. That way you have the head with a little bit of support on the forearm before going completely into the posture. If you need to, you can come back up, adjust again. What you don't see here is I have a cushion behind my foot. Okay. And now coming down. Couple more breaths here. And whenever you're ready, just extend those arms out and place the forehead directly on the mat, completely melding into the mat and opening the hips here. And now inhale coming up. Slowly again, bringing the arms up like you're doing an up dog. Just straighten the arms. Now curl the back toes. Bring that back leg forward. So you safely release the tension, the pressure on the knee. And back to tabletop. We'll push back again for child's pose. This time with the hands behind us. Palms facing up. and inhale, coming out. Okay, I like to give choices, particularly, I think, for these morning sessions. Now, from here, we're going to do an inversion. You can choose either Power Shavasana, which is essentially bringing your glutes as close as possible to the wall. You want to be on the yoga mat. I'm just doing this for a quick demonstration. So like this, palms facing up, and with the legs separated. Absolutely fantastic for the abductors. So you can stay here for a little while, get the benefits of the inversion, or if you wish to, you can join me. I'm going to do a forearm headstand. So going from dolphin into the forearm headstand. So thumbs touching, making a square rectangle here. And probably not the best wardrobe choice, a hoodie. It was cold this morning. So what do you do? So removing the hoodie, straps and hood, headstand. And now we have the microphone back on. And again, forearms. You want to place your hands like this, the thumbs touching. Our forearms are parallel. Don't have the elbows out, have them in. Get your crown of your head just there on top of the mat. You're in tabletop. You just straighten your legs. Is what I call falling upwards. Just lifting one leg after the other. Hips, heads, and heels are completely in a line. And just stay here. So either inversion is a great way. Just depends where you're at in the morning, starting your day. And when you're ready, release. Just come down. And maintain the head of the mat. Child's pose, just sit back on the heels. Palm of the hands facing up. And now inhale, come in. Make our way around onto our backs here, laying on the mat. Now, Shavasana here is a good idea. And if you've noticed on the live stream here, I've scheduled now a sequential back-to-back live streams for meditation. So stay here for a little while, let everything sort of settle back into its place, and then please come and join me afterwards, if you like, for the meditation part. And now activating our fingers, our toes. Inhale, coming up. Legs are crossed. Hands to our heart. And namaste. Thank you very much for joining. And hope you have subscribed to the Michael Sands Yoga and Adventure channel. And be seeing you again. I'll be putting more of these sequence shares, morning shares on the calendar. And like I said, I'll be finishing this live stream and going for another one for meditation. If you want to join, feel free. Hope to see you there. Have a great day.